heading out to Manchester Hill Winery today, right off Talton Road here in Pickaway County. They are the only winery in Pickaway County. They invited me out because they just recently won some awards for their wines, and they offered me a taste test, and it sounded great. Manchester Hill sources their wines from local sources around this county, or outside, just slightly outside this county, and they make some really cool stuff here. They even have some vines that they grow and pick right here on the property. Hey, how are you doing today?
Pretty good. How's it going?
Not too bad.
I'm Patrick. I'm the winemaker here. Welcome to Manchester Hill.
Awesome. So I hear you won a couple of awards this year.
Yeah, we just won 5 medals at a national competition. So let's go taste them.
Cool.
All right.
Let's take a look at them real quick. Can we take a look at them? Talk to me about them.
Let's do that. Okay, so here's some more awards that we won, but specifically we just won silver medals for this wine. This is our Restraint Chardonnay. We won a silver medal. This is our Opulent Chardonnay. This is a barrel fermented, barrel aged Chardonnay. And we won a silver for our Concord, which is one of the local favorites around here. We won a bronze medal for our House Red, dry red wine, and a bronze medal for our Chamberson, which is another dry red wine. And all of our grapes come from either here on site or very close by.
And you're making them here, and you're doing all the chemistry and everything yourself, right?
Yeah, so we do all the processing. Some of the grapes here we harvest ourselves, and sometimes we buy harvested grapes from local vineyards, and then we bring them here and process them into these award-winning wines.
So why is this so important to you? Why is award-winning wines important to you?
We don't make a lot of wine, so we focus on quality, and we try to make the best possible wine that we can by handcrafting it and paying a lot of attention to the process. We don't cut any corners, and we really use our best effort to make the wine very good.
So tell me about your background real quick. You have a background in science, right?
That's right. So I have a degree in environmental science, and I worked in environmental health field for 12 years. So I rely heavily on that science background in order to make these wines.
Yeah, and you make wine because you love it, right?
I make wine because I love it, and that's our life.
Right. Awesome.
So the first thing we're going to taste here is our Restraint Chardonnay, and then after that we're going to taste another Chardonnay made in a different way. So we use the same fruit, we just make 2 different wines out of it. This Restraint Chardonnay is aged in all stainless steel, and it never sees any oak barrels. So it's going to be focused on a little bit of fruitier character. This wine has aromas of honeysuckle and pear and apple, and it's really nice, easy drinking Chardonnay. So why don't you give that a try?
Awesome. Thank you.
There's also strong honey aroma to that wine, and we did win the silver medal on that one. So it was pretty well received in a national competition.
It's nice, and it's got a nice finish to it. Wow. That's a nice wine.
Thank you.
All right, I gotta finish this, don't I?
Yeah, you're gonna have buzz by the end of this.
All right.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready. Go ahead.
Okay, so this next wine we're gonna taste is our Opulent Chardonnay, and this is a Burgundy style Chardonnay, which means that we ferment the wine in oak barrels and age it in the same oak barrels. A lot of times you just age wine in oak barrels, but this particular wine we actually conduct the fermentation in the barrel, and that gives a nice mouthfeel to the wine. This wine's going to have aromas of butterscotch and vanilla, and it's going to smell like a baked apple.
Smell like a baked apple. I'm ready for that. Let me smell this. Let's take a look. Yeah, it does.
So we earned 91 points was our score for that wine, and we're pretty happy with that.
Yeah, that's a nice wine too.
It's got a nice long finish.
There's no bitter to it.
No bitterness, so we don't like bitter wines. All the wines should have a nice clean finish and a soft mouthfeel.
Yeah.
All right, let's move over to a couple red wines. So this is our Chambourcin, and Chambourcin is a grape that grows well in the Midwest. So it's sort of a workhorse of the Midwest, meaning that we can make a number of different wines from it. Right here we have a dry red wine that we make from it, and this wine is actually not aged in oak barrels, which is unusual for dry red wine, but we sometimes make things that are a little bit different than what everybody else makes. So this wine's going to have a really fruity aroma. It's going to smell like bramble fruits, which are like blackberries and raspberries. It also has a little bit of earthy character to it, and it's going to smell very sweet, but it is going to finish dry. Has a nice dark purple color, which we like. That comes from the skins of the grape.
Yeah, it's really neat that it doesn't have any bitterness. Like a lot of the wines that I taste have like that bitterness on the end.
Yeah, so we try to avoid any of the bitterness. We don't use too much oak. That wine has no oak in it at all.
That's good.
All right.
If you ask me right now which one would be my favorite, I wouldn't know.
Okay, well that's good. So the harder it is to make that decision, the better. Okay, this is our house red, and this is like our standard dry red wine that most people think of when they think of having a dry red wine. It goes really well with steak or pasta with red sauce, dishes like that. This wine we actually age in French oak barrels, and it has a nice fruity aroma. It's made with Merlot and a little bit of Chambourcin, like we mentioned before. And this wine, it's just a very nice dry red wine.
Yeah, it looks nice. It's got a nice smell to it.
Yeah, it has interesting aromas of like cherry tobacco and spice, a little bit of leathery character, and sometimes it smells a little bit like cherry cola.
That one was good.
All right, so then now we have our Concord, and this is our sweet wine. It's a local favorite in the area. This is a kind of a standard Ohio wine. You find it in almost every winery in Ohio. We actually buy the grapes for this wine from the growers who grow the grapes for Welch's grape juice. So we try to get the highest quality for each of the kinds of grapes that we buy. This one's going to be very fruity and sweet.
Very fruity and sweet. That's my kind of wine. Oh yeah, it's kind of nice. Yeah, that one tastes really like grapey.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good grape. I want that.
So if you like grape flavors and grape aromas, that's the one that you would like.
Right. So, so tell me about. Tell me how somebody could taste some of your wines.
So anybody could come in. We offer wine tasting flight here. It's $5. You get to taste 7 or 8 wines, whatever we have available that day. You can also taste some of our hard ciders, which we make here from local apples. And you can come in anytime. We're open Wednesday through Saturday. We open at noon. We close at 9 o'clock on Friday and Saturday. and 7 o'clock on Wednesday and Thursday.
And you guys are available. Great date for the day. Great date for, maybe night. And
We have live music every Saturday night at 7.
And you guys are having a Buckeye thing this week, right?
Yeah, so we're having a game day party, and it is a fundraiser for the Santa House in Circleville.
Nice. Awesome.